Hey everyone, I'm Noinkin, and I wanted to take a minute just to spell out in black and white exactly the purpose of this channel. So, first starting off, my name is Gracie Eskew. I go by Noinkin, and I wanted to start this channel as a means of therapy, plain and simple. I suffer from anxiety with panic attacks and insomnia and depression. So you can imagine with that little cocktail, it's been an interesting life so far. And I'm tired of having to rely on the medicine. I know that I need it, but I'm so tired of taking it. And it frustrates me to no end, truly, because I look down at my hand and I see these two little pills that I need in order to remain even, to remain more in control of myself. And I know that, I've heard it all. It's a chemical balance, it's all in my head, it's growing up, it's a part of life. I've heard it. And I'm done. I hate it. I get it. I live with it on a day-to-day basis. And if you are not, if you don't have someone in your life that suffers from these things, and I do say suffer with importance, or if you've never been through it, or if you can't fathom it, it can be a very dark place to be in. So this channel is a means for me to kick the hell out of that. It's a way for me to acknowledge my shortcomings by spitting them in the eye. You see things like these, and I have touched on this, I know, but you see things like these survival horrors that I play, or these jump scares, and that's me pretty much giving my anxiety the finger. And if I can share that with somebody, and if somebody goes through the same things I do, and they get inspired to do it, hell yeah, then that's great. But this is a channel for me to do that in. And also, I wanted to start a voice in stepping up to people, what people would consider shortcomings, things like my disabilities. And I just recently came forward with this in my life, telling my friends, my family, as well as my work, that I live with this disability. And let me tell you, people talk about it being like this whole freeing sense. It's not. I've been through hell in a handbasket since I've come forward with it, to almost to the point where I wish I never had. But it's important that I did so, because that for me, that was the first step in acknowledging it. This is the second. The second being not to let it control me. And if you go through the same thing, that's what you have to do yourself. You can't let it control you. I firmly believe that there is a way that for everybody to look at their disabilities and beat the hell out of them. And it sounds so simple to say it, but I know it's like asking to climb Mount Everest with nothing but shorts, a tank top, and a bottle of water. I get that. But I know we can do it. This is my way of doing it, and I wanted to share in that adventure with everybody. And if I can create a community around this, where people can help each other, yeah, okay, then definitely. How could I not take this chance? So that's it in a nutshell. I already have fun doing this. It's a lot of hard work, but the thing is, making these videos keeps me focused. When I'm making these videos, I'm not thinking about work. I'm not thinking about the next thing I have to do, the next bill I have to pay. Oh, although that is still in my mind. It's still there. It's just, this gives me the ability to breathe. And I hope that somebody watching this who understands the words that I'm saying better than anyone else gets some springboard to from these videos to go and do what they have to do, what they feel they have to, in order to overcome. And that's what it all is. It's overcoming. In short, it took me breaking down completely before I began to piece my life back together. I had the shaved head and everything. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I'd scratch at my arms, not cut. I'd scratch to the point where there would be welts and bleeding. I'd scream and panic over the littlest things, over phone calls. And each day for years, I'd cry over something. And that's not life. That's not even existing. And one day I happened upon Markiplier's videos. And that's when my life changed. I saw somebody with normal roots, like everybody else, who had overcome many, many challenges and created this wonderful community because he stuck with it, because he worked for it, because, and this is from what I'm saying, he never went away from who he was. And to have such a sincere individual on YouTube is amazing and a gift. And by seeing that sincerity, I chose to take a step forward for my life, to begin something that has already changed me. It's weird, but by doing these videos, by talking into a camera, I've actually become more outgoing at work. I've become more outgoing with my friends. When beforehand, it was hard to get me to go to a party. Even with people I knew and people I had known for years. I didn't want to go. I was so worried about what would they think about what I was wearing or what I did or didn't bring or if I said something. And I know that's BS. I know my friends love me. But that's the disability. That's what I have to work against. And that's what's not going to win. So, I will keep doing these videos. And even past the day when I've taken this disability and buried it, I'm still going to keep making these videos. Because it's fun. It's an absolute blast. So, to my viewers, I would love to make this challenge. If you have these disabilities, or a different disability, or something that's holding you back, take one step to spit it in the eye, to punch it, to kick it. If that's making a YouTube channel, do it. If your friend has a smartphone and they're willing to help you, do it. But I guarantee you, you will not move forward if you don't take that initial step. It's okay to lean on anybody else's shoulders, but you gotta make that first step. This is mine. I will catalog this for you. So that way, you don't see me giving up. So don't you either. And bringing it home, if you have a game that just terrifies the hell out of you, that gives you the creeps, that can embody the anxiousness, the depression, the fear, let me know. I'll play it. And you can watch it. And we'll start making those steps together. This is my way of paying it forward. I highly, highly doubt I'll ever get the chance to meet him, to say hello, to say thank you. So, this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay it forward. That's why this channel's here. I'm going to beat my disabilities by doing Let's Plays. And honestly, I've had worse plans. So, here we go. I will say this. Cyrus is possibly one of my all-time absolute favorite characters ever. He's amazeballs, and I love him, and he's a badass. Steve Blum,
This guard duty stuff is naff. We should be out stopping you again like we did to the town. Wait, did you hear something?
Nope.
Time. Rest not. There are still tough.
Cyrus to Armageddon. In position.
Badass. Badass.
Space Marines, heartening news. Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive.